Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again? Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, this is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony Free 2011 AK Criticism Guide 2009. You guys know the rest. Before to begin, like I always do say, definitely check out TroubleNetworkStudios.com and Fruity Network. Check out their YouTube channel and all their good things. And want to get partnership, more subscribers, all that other good stuff, channel banner. You name it, they got it. So, yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So today, like I said, I'm going to be doing a small little recap on maybe one or two episodes of RWBY. Maybe I'll do the official one a little bit more. But before we begin, I'm going to go I'm going to go cite back, or not even cite back. I'm going to give it back a reference to go back on my reference checks of RWBY, what it's all about, and when its official wiki page. So. Like I said before, RWBY is an American anime series created by Monty Ohm and the producers from Rooster T Productions. I said that in the first season overview recap. And I said the first trailer was released on November 7, 2012, showing Red Ruby fighting against a large pack of Beowulfs, shown after the finale to Red vs. Blue Season 10. And before I do keep talking, and before I keep this vlog going, I might have to split this into two parts, just putting it out there. Anyways, you can read the rest here, and then I'm gonna read the trivia. Before writing the show, creator Monty Ohm gave writers Miles Luna and Carrie Shawcross some anime homework to watch. One of them said that it was one of said anime Garen Lagan. That does not make sense at all, but whatever. Monty Ohm has confirmed that the characters are not based on fairy tale characters, but rather just allude or a reference to them. All teams in the RWBY verse are set to a theme: RWBY, fairy tales. NPR, warriors of the opposite gender to their inspiration. CRDL, birds. All team names follow from Monty's colors, naming or ruling just like the characters' names. This means that a team name here has to be a sound of a color, makes a color, a meaning of a color, sound like a color, or make people think of a color. Promotional material at New York Comic Con 2012 has indicated that Rooster Teeth has been teasing RWBY since October 10, 2012. On October 10, 2013 or 2013, Monty said on Twitter that the first RWBY anything to ever go published was handed out exactly 1 year ago at New York Comic Con. Following the statement, that Rooster T Twitter account posted that a short message, RWBY Day. From then on, October 10th of October was dubbed RWBY Day. So yeah, I guess October 10th, that was already 2 months ago, so December. But now, this was way back. That was the anniversary. This was 2 years ago in 2012 and then 2013. Because it's not too long until 2015 is around the corner. So there's that. And now I was going to talk about the rest of this stuff. If you want to learn about the characters, their weapons, enemies, the world maps, cast and crew, voice actors, crew, artists, video game developers, terminology, and then the companies and organizations with this whole franchise, I'll leave you the link down below if you want to check it out. Links in the description if you're a little bit more interested. Now I'm going to go on to the episodes. For Volume 2, though, I'm not going to talk about every single one. I'm just going to talk about the beginning and the end. So spoiler alerts for the beginning and the end. And I'm going to tell you how I feel about it. Alright, best day ever. And if any people haven't watched the episode, you might want to leave this video now, because I'm going to spoil the crap out of it. So yeah, here it is. Okay. This episode starts off in Vale, where the owner from Dusk Till Dawn is seen reopening his store after the repairs are finished, following the events of a recent dust robbery. While lowering himself down, he uses the ladders to open up. He falls and is helped by Emerald Saturisis. She shows him an address, inquiring as to where it is, stating that she is not really from around there. After getting the directions, she heads off, only to be stopped by Mercury Black, who accuses her of being lost. Emerald tells him that she will pay him to shut him up by using money from a stolen wallet, but he refuses because so he can keep teasing her. Angry at his remarks, she tosses out the wallet she stole, but keeps the money while Mercury follows behind her. The duo team move towards their destination, while Mercury complains the valley was dull, but Emerald states that she likes it. After a bit of teasing, Mercury states that Emerald is no fun due to her hints of anger. They soon arrive at Tuscan's books. Trader at the own Tuscan comes up front in the Emerald and rings the bell. Emerald asks him if he has a certain book, while Mercury continues to open books loudly and closes the books from behind her before asking if he has any comments. When Emerald asks for a book called The Third Crusader, and Tuscan says he doesn't have that one. Oh boy, a little fishy there, aren't we? And then she comes out, her tone completely shifts from one of the curiosity to something more tense and intimidating. Emerald explains that she knows he is planning on leaving Mercury while begin to dim the windows of the store. She explains that his brothers and the White Fang wouldn't be happy to hear about his leaving, and neither are they. When she gets him to admit that they know who they are and why they are, he tries to fight back by setting his claws and then leaping out to the front desk. However, Emerald dodges his attacks and Mercury lands a kick to Tuscan and helplessly in midair. The scene then cuts to Mercury and Emerald leaving to the store, with Mercury taking a comment because he likes the pictures. Meanwhile, at Beacon, Ruby Rose meets him with team in the dining hall and drops a large book full of ideas about how they can have such the best day ever in the second term of the starts. Meanwhile, Nora Valkyrie keeps finding food at Yin Yang Lo's with Yin Yang Long, who happily eats it. As Ruby continues her speech, Yang and Nora's fast food fight becomes intense until Schneen, I can never say that last name, ends up getting her hit in the face with a pie. Outside the hall, Sun Wulok is talking to Neptune Pegasisters, I probably said that wrong, about keeping his cool from when he meets his new friends. He is also lets it slip that Blake Belladonna is a Faunus and forces Neptune to keep it a secret, stating that is not a tell Scarlet when Sun's back is turned to a secret. However, when they enter the dinner hall, all of a sudden, all the other students run outside of the hallway, begin involved in a massive food fight. Sun looks around with a grin on his face, while Neptune's is one of the similar shock. After the fight is over, Sun shows great enjoyment and seeing the event, but Neptune is covered by a grape soda and appears to be very unhappy. Glinda the Good Witch, of course that's a Wizard of Oz reference, that's not new there, then bursts through the doors and uses her crop magic to return everything back to normal, with Yang falling back into the room soon after. Glinda is obviously frustrated at them, but Ozpin allows them to get away with it because he wants them to still enjoy their youth while it lasts. That night, Emerald and Mercury return to Roman Torchwix's hideout and an abandoned warehouse where their mission is in the Veil. They are welcomed back by Roman, who teasingly hugs them after calls them upon kids, but uses this as an opportunity to slip paper from Emerald's pocket. Having seen what was on their paper, Roman quickly questions them to address this to Tuscan's bookstore. They explained that they were taking care of Roman's problems, but he claims that it had it under control. Much of Mercury's disbelief, right as Roman begins to threaten him, he is stopped by Cinderfall, who descends from a lift. Roman stutters in response, and then Cinders criticizes Roman and Mercury. Emerald is not taking care of Tuscans sooner, and the two others for disobeying her obedience for their keeping their hands clean while in Veil. Emerald apologizes and says it won't happen again. Cinder returns to her attention. Roman turns in, explains to see what his hands have been full of stealing dust. Mercury points out how much Roman is just like a common thief, but Roman counters it with the fact that he has the entire town scared and that he would be able to do better if he knew what Cinder's plans were. However, Cinder refuses to tell Roman of her future plans, only mentioning that they finished stealing dust and are now moving to a second phase of her plan. She tells Roman to have the White Fang move the dust into another location before leaving with Emerald and Mercury. As Roman goes into light his cigar, he finds that Emerald has stolen it. And there's this whole thing in this transcript, if you want to read all that, what all the characters are saying and they're talking about. And I'm going to get into the last episode, and I'll tell you about my all thoughts, views, and opinions. Like I said, this might be a 2-part special. Now, if you haven't seen the beginning or end, you know what I'm going to talk about. Breach, that's what the episode is called. So like I said before, if you haven't seen any of these episodes, you haven't looked on YouTube or any other anime manga site, I highly suggest you leave right now. But if you have, or unless you don't give a crap like I do when it comes to spoilers, stick around. Here it is. Summary. Inside the Team JNPR's room, this is the last episode of it, Wanark is awakened by a call from Ruby Rose. He tries to answer it, but then the interference ends the call before Ruby can respond. The next day, Team JNPR is about to leave for their mission, but Juan is still working and is still worried about the Team RWBY well-being. Suddenly, the city of Vela becomes a beacon academy in the booth. Emergency leaders to Juan changes Team JNPR Bullhead and flies to the city. Meanwhile, Emerald, Suzuki, and Mercury Black realize that their plans have started ahead of schedule, and now Cinder fall to do what they should do. I'm just going to spoil the beginning part, but I don't feel like reading the rest. It is a long-ass list. My whole thoughts, views, and opinions on these guys, these characters are amazing. I'll probably go into depths of solo analysis, like the reviews of every single character that you're watching right there on this amazing, beautiful flat screen. And let me take my drink real quick. That's only the beginning and the end of the season recap episodes. I should have named it that instead. Maybe I will when I'm done with this video. No, but seriously, people. Damn. God freaking damn. I'm telling you, people. Seriously? Gotta be one of the most kick-ass inspired anime, like American series I've seen in a long time. A little bit different, too, because it's in 3D or 4D if you want to go with the smartphone or smart TV nowadays. HD 1080p. I won't be surprised there's 1280 or 1350 or something like that in the future. Less than 5 years from now, maybe. In 2020, who knows? But other than that, my God, there's just so many things I could go on about this anime, like inspired American anime manga series. It's ridiculous of how far as hell I can go on with the series. Like, oh man, there's so many amazing weapons that they use, all that good stuff. But my overall thoughts, views, and opinions in the beginning of the episode of this volume for the second series or season, whatever you want to call it, it's a little bit rusty. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of kid butt things going on. They meet this girl named Penny, which they didn't really explain in that part. I don't know why, but what the hell ever. It is what it is. Ain't what it ain't. If you are my Criticism Guide 2009 channel, you know what that means already. But anyways, there's a lot of mystery going on. How Blake ends up being a fauna. She wasn't really a human the whole time. Then they get introduced to this robot girl named Penny. But she doesn't flat out say that she's a human till the second. She's a robot till the second season because they all think she's a human. Because she has a humanity, like, human being appeal. She looks like a real life human, like, person. But she's actually a robot. Disguised as a person. And there's that. And then there's this big giant fight with the war machines and everything. It's freaking insane. Especially how that girl fights with all these giant swords that she has attached to her body. That's insane as hell. They didn't really talk about the tournament. I don't know why in that little summary when I was reading it. That was some good stuff though. I'm not gonna lie. What else did they get deep into depth into? Yeah, Blade Belladonna and the other girl, Weiss Sheen. They both get into a little argument, and then she reveals that she's a fawn because she was like a member of the White Fang, like I said earlier. And she's like, maybe we're tired of being oppressed by you humans, being thought little of, you know, as second-class, lesser beings. And it's sad, you know. I felt bad for her. I felt a little bit of a tension, emotional, like, type of feel for her when she was, like, yelling at her like that. And then we got these two new characters, Sun and Neptune. They're brand new guys. They look like the pretty, like, douchebag, pretty boy type of dudes, but they're actually real nice guys. They're not how, like, Carbon was in the other, like, first volume of the season. They show him in the second season, but he doesn't talk at all. He just fights, like, that chick, what's her name? Pura. The one that's supposed to be friends with Juan. You know, that one. Hold on. My garbage can right there. You guys can't see it, but I do. But anyways, people, and they didn't really get into too much into depth what the doctor was, or the robot machine man was, or the general. They didn't talk about him yet. Maybe I think that's supposed to be Weiss's father. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. Just saying, just putting it out there. But hopefully in the third season, which is 2015, I know it's going to be next year, they do something a little bit better than that. Because that is some awesome stuff. I'm not going to lie. And what else did I want to say? I didn't get to any of the characters or weapons or voice acting or any of that other stuff. You can just look that up and below. Oh yeah, one other thing, the way they make that chick, all three of the chicks, like Cinderfall, Emerald, and then the other brand new girl that comes in, which I'm trying to remember what her name is. Well, she's not really brand new, but she's all the way at the end of the season. Velvet, the one that's supposed to have the bunny ears. They make them very, very cute and adorable. It's awesome. They look sexy as heck, I'm not going to lie. Of course, Cinderfall and Emerald, they're bad. They're from the evil team Villain. Bad chicks. The evil people. But the other one, Velvet, she's from the side of Justice. She's on the other different team. I think it's CFYC, CFYN. I don't know. I know it starts with a C. And it is some intense stuff. And at the end of the episode, man, or the end of the season, like that final episode, it was insane. Robots blowing stuff up all over the place to Kingdom Come. That's ridiculous. Another thing that's even more crazier is that there's bombs all over the place. So they're getting blown to smithereens under the subway station. That's freaking cool. Along with all these wolves they end up killing, but they don't kill the elephants. And then one of the guys, I forgot his name, but I know he's one of the professor teachers at the school. He has these glasses on, like a typical stereotype nerdy anime character that they show. He ends up being a professor historian or whatever. And what happens is that he ends up falling in love with this canine thing and he uses it as a weapon. That's pretty funny. I like that. What else do I like about it? There's brand new teams coming out, and then they show the Navy and the Army of like this universe, like fighting all these evil Grim things, the animals called Grims. And then there's other ones called elephants, and really they don't do nothing with those. They don't kill them. They just let them pass by because they're a lot more powerful than regular Grims, which I guess sort of makes sense. They're freaking damn elephants. What else do you expect? Yeah, that's pretty much it. They end up catching Torchwick at the end. Sorry guys, spoiler alerts there. And more spoiler alerts, they end up showing this thing at the end where this one chick that saved, what's her name? The one that looks like Panny, I always forget her name. Yang Lao. They end up saving her. That girl ends up saving her. I think that's either going to be the mother or like, an aunt or somebody else is supposed to be their guardian angel. It has a lot of the same similarities as RWBY, so it's probably going to end up being the mom of those two, of Yang and RWBY. That's probably their mother that left them a long time ago, and maybe in the third season she'll come back. And that's pretty much all I have to say here. So hopefully you enjoyed this little mini cap review of the first and last episode. And the rest of the episodes, I may or may not do episodes reviews of this thing. We'll see what happens. And I know I'll do character analysis reviews on them. So stay on the lookout for that. So like I always do say, people, peace out. Once again, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. So I will see you when I see you guys. Have a good day. Have a good night wherever you're at around the world. Don't drink, smoke weed at the same time. Don't think the reckless. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it collective, all that good stuff. And until that next time, guys, peace out, ladies, goodbye. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. All that other good stuff. I'm out. Life sauerkraut. You guys take it easy. Stay safe. Brand new videos on this channel almost every single day, and I will talk to you guys later, alright? Take it easy, stay safe, I'm out. Deuces, I will see you on the next one. See you, goodbye. I'm out of here. Later.